Now, before we wrap this up, let's see if we can upgrade our outfit. Oh, yes, the armorer's available. Let's go see what's shaking at the armorer. If we could get final ghost armor, or at least like one more step of ghost armor, yours truly would be really thrilled. Also, the half bow's available, but again, not much help.
Shrines. My armor will dull the
Ooh!
Mongols' weapons.
Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna level up a bunch of stuff, including if we wanted to Kensei, which, you know, becomes more cool after its kind of boring beginnings. But let's not. Also, Sakai clan, you know. Oh yeah, I could get those branches finally that I was hoping for. Yeah, but no. Ghost armor, it's gotta be. Come on now. Oh, sick. Get, like, even more cloaks onto it. And even less kills to get ghost stance.
Certain to frustrate your enemies.
Now, what would the final outfit look
You
like?
need more to make these improvements.
I don't actually notice a visual difference. Maybe they're just not showing me, but I don't notice a visual difference. So I'm satisfied if this was our final ghost armor, you know. Get that just here for the finale. Feels good. Looks like the bowyer's off, but I knew how I wanted to spend my money. Yep, I'm digging it. I kind of like it. Alright, because it's really hard for me to tell, like, how much there's left of anything here. A part of me is like, you know, just call it here and finish next time, but it could be that this is just like a little... I don't know. I also wouldn't be surprised if there might be... Well, the samurai thing and have a little bit of disagreements being solved with swordplay. But, you know, on the other hand, even that, like, this might just be, like, a quick affair. I don't know. Look, guys, I just don't feel like this is gonna go on super long anymore. So I'm gonna, at the risk of this being a giant episode, let's just go. Let's just go do this, everybody. Dude, the music just cut out as we approach, and it gets all misty and ominous. I dig it. Let's quickly, before we do this, just in case, you know. We really did not explore very much of the north part. It was such a short affair. But pretty satisfying. Short but sweet, you know. They didn't let it go on too long.
Lord Shimura isn't here. I'll wait for him on the dock.
Ooh, I love that it says for your uncle instead of Lord Shimura. Just to, like, remind you of how personal this is. Oh! Time travel. Flashback. I was like, whoa.
Jin.
Or is this?
Uncle.
It's not time travel. We've just switched
I
into...
wasn't sure you would come.
Never mind. It is just... Okay.
I wanted to talk with you. If we work together, we can drive off the remaining Mongols.
I thought this was a,
Building our home.
you know,
That is not your
flashback, but no.
The Shogun has disbanded Clan Sakai. As of today, you are no longer samurai.
Ow. Aww.
I sacrificed everything for my people. And I would do it again.
There we go.
New samurai are coming to replace those we lost. They will occupy your land and estate.
I have to say goodbye to my home.
Ride with me.
Oh, shoot. Okay, wait a second now. It still says Jin no Michi there. I would have wished it switched to Shimura. You know, Lord Shimura's... Huh. I'm really surprised that this is the outfit they put me in. I really wanted to wear the ghost armor, you know. Okay. Well.
Will you remain in Chito of Tsushima?
Yes. Shogun asked me to train his warriors to fight the Mongols.
Good. They won't give up until they've conquered all of Japan.
I will spend what years I have left ensuring they fail. A task I hoped we would face together, as father and son.
Oof.
You can still remarry, start a new family.
Yes, I suppose I can. Looks like he could use a push.
Here, let us help you.
Do not trouble yourselves, my lord.
Nonsense.
We can't do it alone.
Aw, man, this like final bonding between father and son that couldn't be.
You are
This
much
is
too kind.
really
Mother is
neat.
sicker than it looks.
That's a heavy load. Where are you headed?
Jogaku. The ghost army is up there.
He has an army.
You didn't hear? They'll sail for the Mongol steppes with a storm at their back.
Oh,
Burn their
really?
homes to the ground.
An impressive goal.
This is everything I can offer them. I hope it helps.
Then we will see you on your way.
That's cool, Shimura. Not like, you know, like being okay with this support for the ghost like this. Fascinating. Come on! That is some sticky looking mud.
Thank you, my lord.
Jogaku is many miles from here. Keep away from the mud and the Mongols.
I will.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Not here. Follow me.
Ooh, that's ominous. Alright, what's next on our step? Like, this is our goodbye tour. There isn't a lot left here because
I don't
poor
have an army.
Every day, more people flock to your cause.
Yuriko fell, you
Shogun
know.
is concerned.
Fell, passed away.
I am concerned.
You have nothing to fear.
When the new clans arrive, will people bow to their samurai? Or betray them in the name of the ghost?
I won't let them do that. They'll listen to
You
me.
openly defied me, chief.
That's a really good point from
My most
Shimura.
trusted warrior.
Yeah.
You taught our people to disobey their leaders. What makes you think your followers will obey you?
Yeah, that's a really interesting angle here at the end. Just one more way of being like, you know, was the choices we made, all of them good?
Walk with me, Jin.
Let's go. Will Lord Sakai still be remembered? We're going to his grave, obviously. Clan Sakai is broken, but will Lord Sakai still be remembered by
cemetery.
honor?
The resting place of 7 generations of Sakai, including your mother.
And my father.
We must pay our respects.
Sorry, I'm really quiet because I'm waiting for whatever comes next.
I will miss this.
So will I. The Shogun has declared you a traitor.
He ordered you to kill me.
The ghost was an outlaw.
Oh shit. And
He taught our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison, a gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor. And you are a slave to it.
Right, he's got his honor and his commands from his shogun, right?
You are my son.
Is that how this is going?
Now I must continue the line of Shimura without you. I must start a new family. And my head is the cost. Taking it is my punishment. Our final day together. It is beautiful. It's time. Write the last words of Sakai.
Are we gonna do...
And Shimura.
Oh boy. That's so cool, the two colors of leaves and them trailing them like different colors. That's so interesting. Alright guys, if we're really doing this, what I think we are, this is the most important one, right? So I really gotta think this one's smart. My god. Now the faces are landing. I'm glad for these moments. Whenever people are sad in this game, that's when these facial animations seem to land pretty good. Gotta give props for that, but... yeah, oh my god, reflect on loss. So brutal. What do we... well, yeah, I gotta think this one. This one's the hardest haiku we gotta make. This has to be perfect. It starts by focusing on, you know, Lord Shimura. That's so interesting. Like, he's the focus here. I like this. Hands that shape the world. Like, you know, Lord Shimura meant the world to Jin at some point. And, like, he has been an enormously important person. So we're gonna start with this. A fate neither of us want. Destiny divides our souls. A bond broken forever. Ooh. I think we go with this one to like really add to the bittersweetness of it. But now we're moving away from Uncle Shimura to like the shared fate of the two of our heroes here. Let's go with that. Damn, just a beautiful shot of Tsushima here. I fight without hope. So now this is centered on Jin, this final line. This is where we part. Will death redeem us? I think it has to be centered on Jin, so I gotta pick this one. I fight without hope. Which is a really sad one to end it on, but yeah.
Hands that shape the world. A fate neither of us want. I fight without hope.
Oh, that line read was so good on that final line. He really sounded like he was broken. See, this is the flashback I thought
will always be with you.
we were getting there earlier when
Yes, Uncle.
they had switched outfits and weather.
I will train you to become the strongest warrior Clan Sakai has ever known. I will raise you as my own son. Are you ready?
Oh.
I am ready.
Oh man, the music cueing you in, that somber moments are done. Yeah, okay. I was wondering if we were gonna have a peaceable solution to this, if there even would be an option, but nope. God damn, this is Kino, this ending. Yeah. He's not playing very hard so far. I'm a little scared. Like, don't follow up to that big swing, you know?
The wounds you dealt my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
Let me
Damn.
go in peace.
Yeah, it's weird that this is like the simple so far. Oh, but he's got all the tricks though. He's using the stuff we've seen the Ronins do, like that flick hit. I do like that.
You want revenge for my failure.
This is not my revenge. It is my punishment.
Okay. Oh, there. Okay, now he's starting to chain it up. I think that's the first hit he's got on me. That's kind of crazy that I went that long without any smackadoodles on me. Oh, interrupted his flurry charge. Oh, ooh. No follow-up that time, okay? Oh, ooh, ooh, whoa! Okay. Oh. Never mind. No phase 2, you guys. I thought wrong.
Honor me with a warrior's death.
Oh! Oh no! Wait a second! His last honor his wish for death? Spare, let him live and walk away. Oh no! This is such a hard choice! Because I truly believe the right answer ultimately is to walk away. Break the cycle, I guess. I don't know, there wasn't much of a cycle going on here, but I don't know. But, like, after all the heartbreak we've caused him, like, at least grant him his final wish would, but, like... Holy shit! Oh no! A freaking seagull coming in here like, you should probably make a choice soon. I don't... I don't know. My heart tells me again, I cannot cut a man down. This isn't the circumstances. He said he's gonna lead the island, right? And, you know, I think in a time of peace, he'll be a fine leader. I think I have to dishonor him one last time. Which, I don't know what that means for the future of Jin, but...
I have no honor. But I will not kill my family.
rest of his days.
I know.
I think I made the right choice. That final line, or not the final line, but just the "I will not kill my family." That's really beautiful. So, Mono no Haware. Ooh, and it's the symbol for Owari, ending. Ah, shit, dude. Is this the credits? Are we done here? We super are! Wow! What a freaking... What an ending. Okay, I'm glad I stuck through for that, because that, you know, also probably wouldn't have made for a very good final episode if I'd left that for next week. Yeah, wow. This really was a good game. Cannot deny that. Like, you know, the hype was real, I think, you know. It does have a bit of that inescapable open world, big budget game feel to it. You might call that a little, it's a little bit superficial in how, like, you know, all the, like, you know, if you're not there for dolled up beautiful views, it might be a little bit superficial. But, as I'm going to get into it in a bit when I talk about the gameplay, I think there is a true hard-beating game in here. Maybe not on the, you know, environment traversal, because that's super simple, so it, you know, kind of, that's very AAA-ish, you know, cliche AAA, all the parkouring and sneaking around in bushes. But, like, the combat was very, very involved, so, like, it's really impressive. Yeah. Oh, man, but let's not talk about that first. Let's talk about, yeah, I'm going to start my review now. You know, after my impressions here. But yeah, really satisfied with this ending. Now I see why, because I was feeling a little weird about, like, the final encounter with the Khan and everything. Like, you know, like... But that really wasn't the final part of the game. Just, you know, solving things with Shimura here was the finale. So, really makes sense that the big bucks came for that. You know. Yeah, but yeah, okay, let's talk about the story, which... Really tight. Yeah, that's also, speaking of, it's story-heavy, which you can expect from a big-budget, super high-budget presentation game. So the story is pretty heavy there, it's pretty thick. But I really enjoyed it. The story was a pretty interesting, you know, not wuxia, what is... Jidai Geki is the name of, like, a Japanese period piece, right? Like, I enjoyed it. It was fun, like, historical fiction, like I said, about, like, you know, this crazy legend of the ghost unfolding around the real-life events surrounding the Mongol invasion of Tsushima. So that was really interestingly realized. The themes were pretty cool about... Hey, there's all the listings that I mentioned, like, who voiced everybody, you know? All these cool voices in here. I love it. Oh, there's some names I actually recognize on this list of additional actors, too. That's fun to see. Hey, Stephanie Shea was in there, who is, the main character of, Trails in the Sky that I'm playing right now on this channel. That's really fun. Special thanks to the people of Tsushima. Oh, that's really cool. I really love that. Yeah, what do I say about the story? Because, like... Well, I've read some comments that, like, the honor thing is a little heavy-handed in this game. Like, you know, it's a little bit, like, really, front and center. But like I said, I thought that it went in some interesting ways. And, like, and what I really appreciated, again, that it didn't commit to being just, like, really, you know, just like being, like, Jin's in the right. like, it constantly decided to, like, also show the problems with the, extreme measures that Jin took in his quest to save Tsushima. And, like, making you a little bit be like, oh, that's kind of interesting. That's really lovely. Just really making you be like, second-guessing yourself all throughout, like, are you making the right choices? But, but it's still really cool, and I think when I picked this to leave Shimura alive, and he said that line, "I have no honor, but I won't kill my family," that really perfectly brings around in a circle the theme I was talking a few episodes ago about how, like, even when you take this, like, really pragmatic, like, I gotta do what I gotta do for my people thing, there's still lines you set yourself that you won't cross. There's still, like, emotions that make you, like, stick to something. And it really came really lovely there at the end with, like, Jin's affirmation that, yes, he has his lines, and they are different. They are informed differently from what Lord Shimura's are. And that's why he has to follow those lines, even if they don't make sense to his uncle. And that's a really lovely way to conclude it. I wonder what the ending is like if you do cut down Lord Shimura. I hope it's also as satisfying, But this one was a really great coming around full circle. I wonder if you could have maybe contrasting harder with the Khan, because the Khan was also a pragmatic man. His first scene where he lit Adachi up like a candle, You could have maybe, like, played a little bit more of, like, contrasting him with Jin and trying to figure out why what the Khan is doing is bad versus what Jin is doing is quote-unquote good, Because I did say early in the series that I kind of appreciated that the game tried to, like, also be sympathetic to the Mongols and not just paint them as evil army. I think it fell apart a little bit towards the ending. I don't think there was very much, very much there defined to, like, be, sympathetic to the Mongols the further and further you went with their brutal campaign. And that's kind of how it is, of course, but, I don't know. I thought about this, like, at some point I was like, would it have been interesting to have... Because we deal with characters Tomoe and Ryuzo, turning against our people and allying with the Mongols. I was wondering, like, could you have had an interesting story with a Mongol turncoat? Like, someone who, for some reason, maybe pragmatism to survive, or maybe just, like, disillusioned for some reason, like, maybe ends up, like, working alongside us somehow. I think it would have complicated the overall plot quite a bit to have a character like that in there, so I'm not... Maybe it was the right choice to do it like this. But it is food for thought, and I think it could have been explored if, like, there had been opportunity for it. So, yeah. But yeah, what can I say? The story was great. The characters were ultimately really, really good. Like, they're a lovely selection of different characters from different walks and strata of feudal Japanese life, giving different perspectives and, like, grappling with similar burdens as Jin and dealing with what they have to do versus what the right thing is and how you decide those two. Great perspectives altogether. The one thing, of course, I'll say that I thought Norio was a little bit tacked on. He was just riding very heavy on just being a cool design and cool voice acting and everything, but he felt a little bit like, hey, we gotta have one more of these, like, named big characters, and, yeah, I thought his story came together all right in the end, but, Still, I can't deny that, like, he felt a little bit like, oh, yeah, and then there's Norio, and we're doing his thing. Whatever. Gameplay. Yeah, like I said, I love that the combat was uncompromising. Like, even though I was getting pretty tilted today at the final fights, I appreciate that the game did not hold back. Like, it is pretty refreshing that, again, a triple-A video game. I'm trying to do a bit of a James Stephanie Sterling impression there. Not a very good one. Yeah. I appreciate that they decided to not be like, well, let's have, like, really easy Batman Arkham gameplay, if you want to be, like, really blunt. it was a little bit of that with the whole like fighting people around you, but there was some really involved gameplay and like really interesting ways of like mixing it up with your like ninja techniques and your ghost techniques and your that's weird seeing God of War in a Sony title. Oh, from God of War. Wait, what? Wait a second. Those were what? From Bloodborne and from what was the last one? I already forgot it. That was so weird, though. Oh, so there must be like, you know what? Here's my guess. When you unlock the flute tunes, some of them are songs from other Sony games, and that's why they were in there. Okay. And that's my guess for what that was. And that just gave me a willy because I thought that there was just a song called God of War in this game, and then, you know, that's a funny coincidence because Sony makes a game called God of War. And then I read the fine text, and it was like, oh, okay. Huh. Well, now I'm a little sad that we missed the God of War music and the Bloodborne music, and whatever the third one was. Unfortunately, I forgot it already. But yeah, the gameplay, you know, really cool in that front. In you know, in the you know, the combat being as demanding as it was. I don't hate it, even if I sometimes was being a little bit of a salty boy. I don't hate it at all. I had a really good time. Now, the exploration, I had fun, but it's very open world, you know, in terms of the bigger scope of crossing off stuff on the map. And the golden bird mechanic was a fun, organic way of, like, leading you to points of interest, but then kind of also became really distracting, as always these things kind of end up being. Like, I wonder if there's, like, a you know, accessibility option of just turning off the golden bird. I haven't checked the options. That'd be I would put something like this in if I was deciding this game, so, you know. So, yeah, and then also on the micro level, like, again, what I talked about, just hiding in grasses and, like, simple parkouring on, like, fixed points. We've all seen that all over the world, so, yeah, I'm not gonna argue anybody who's like, nah, I'm done with this hustle, you know, like, that's fine. I haven't reached my point. I think it's easy breezy, just kind of fun stuff to do. And in a game with intensive combat, I think it actually provides a fun little interlude between that intense sequencing. So, personally, I'm not going to ding this game very hard for that, but I can't also ignore that that's, of course, what it felt. Are we hit with a stinger? Let's see. We probably are because, you know, they're going to leave us in open world mode, right? And a new outfit? Maybe? This looks unfamiliar, this outfit. Oh, no, I think it's the ghost outfit, but with different colors? We were supposed to unlock some new colors. Where are we?
Lady Masako lost everything.
There's flags for all the clans.
You can keep moving forward. So can I.
Yeah, it's our ghost armor, but with a new color. I love that vibe. So this is our now hideaway.
Fallen at my family cemetery. Beautiful. Even in death. I used to think I only needed a horse, a bow, and my katana.
Ooh. Look at these. Those are some proper bombs. I gotta like that. A little close to that forge there. I'm a little worried.
Taka's trial run. Before he made my grappling hook.
Grappling
Not
hook!
to disappoint me.
I love it.
And he never did.
I wonder if there's some, like, unique memories here, depending on, like, what you did in the adventure. Because that Masako one there, that was really nice.
The twin mountains of Clan Sakai. I
And-
hope that my family fade from memory.
That's an interesting promise. There's so much to examine.
Genji's best.
Genji!
Or so he tells me. I'll have to share it soon.
This is a really cool outfit. I dig it. I dig the crimson color here.
You should be here, Ryuzo.
Ryuzo's hat!
Trading stories. Getting drunk.
Oh.
Smells almost sweet.
The poison.
It's as deadly as any blade.
Yeah, yeah. That was the crossing the Rubicon, right? Because it was certainly a move.
Hope you find peace, Uncle.
Uncle Shimura's armor, right? How the heck did Jin get that? Well, he is the ghost, so.
Yuriko helped me pick these for my mother.
Yuriko.
I can't believe she kept them all these years.
My heart. Yuriko hit me the hardest, as you might recall. So, like, this is brutal.
First the Mongols, now the Shogun. Never imagined I'd be so popular.
Oh, is that like a letter of intent to kill? That's kind of fun that's kept there.
Norio promised he'd teach me to play the Horagai, so we can signal each other across the island.
Oh, that's what that thing was for. Ah, cool.
For most of my life, I dreamed of being your son.
It's the letter of adoption. It's so sad.
Yuna's knife. The blade's dull. Can't believe it's still in one piece.
Nobu! Nobu!
You were faithful to the end, Nobu.
Poor Nobu. Shouldn't there be something for Sensei Ishikawa as well? No bow anywhere? Is the bow outside? Come on now. We gotta remember Sensei Ishikawa. How is there no keep? Oh, here we go.
Jin Sakai is hereby an official student of Sensei Sadanobu Ishikawa.
There we go.
What have I gotten myself into?
Interesting. Wait, we've gotten... That's later, huh? Okay. Oh, that's fun. And kind of a broken-looking bow, actually. Huh, alright. Alright, then. I gotta go pet my horse, though, before we do anything else. Kaze wasn't there long, but... sorry, Kage, excuse me. But he's a good guy.
I like your new home. It suits you.
It will have to do, now that Clan Sakai is gone. And I've been branded a traitor.
I heard about your uncle. Will he come for us?
I don't think so. But sooner or later, someone will.
What matters is you're alive. You defeated Khotun Khan and left the Mongols without a leader. The mainland is safe.
But our home isn't. The Khan's forces are stuck here, more desperate than ever to conquer our island.
Here we
You
go.
better keep fighting. Just don't forget. Tsushima needs you.
I'll never forget that.
Good. We'll cover more ground if we split up.
Hit the Mongols from all sides. Take back our home.
Goodbye, Jin. And take care of yourself.
I will. You too, Yuna.
Good stuff. Yeah. So this is the post-game, right? Yeah. Traditions end. New Game Plus unlocked. Oh, that's fun too. Liberate Tsushima from the Mongol presence. Whoop! Oh, that's kind of fun. They mark every single area on the map now. Okay, so if you want to be a completionist, now is the time to clean this island up, yeah? Oh, that's neat! Replayable duels in Mongol territories unlocked. So if you had, like, a really favorite thing, you can, like, go and do it again. Can we go back to the, We can totally duel Bettomaru again if we really want to. And Khotun Khan, even! Wow! That's a cool boss replay. That's really fun. I gotta give props for that. That's super cool stuff. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, alright. What fun stuff, you know? We're right above Omi Monastery. We got a hidden place here in Omi Monastery, huh? That's fine with me. Well, cool. Wonder what's here if you come here, like, early in the game. Wonder if you even can come here, you know? Whoa. Can we just fast travel there? I'm just gonna stand around in my new favorite area of the game. Golden Bird. Okay, final Golden Bird. Give us a treasure. I basically got done with explaining the gameplay review, right? I'll finish my review in just a second, but let's see what this Golden Bird wants from me. You know, final Golden Bird. So many finalities here. I wonder if Bettomaru's still somewhere here. Okay, Golden Bird, now you're making life a little hard for me. Never the frickin' mind. Wow, okay. Wherever that bird wants me to go, I'm having no part of it. Sorry, bird. A man's gotta know his limits. Yeah, I'm gonna stand around here in the dueling ring and end my review. Just soaking it in. Did we get the other outfit color, by the way? No, it must be for a different outfit, because I thought we unlocked 2 colors. That's fine, we'll rock the crimson then, that's fine too. So, yeah, my end of my review. Right, let's wrap this up and then we can say goodbye to Tsushima. Say sayonara, if you will. Right. So let's talk about the visuals finally, or the presentation. So, of course, this game is drop dead gorgeous. Again, just like, wow. And I feel more and more stupid that at the start of the playthrough, I was like, I don't know, some of these environments look a little bad. I don't know what was wrong with my eyes at the time. Like, something looked a little plasticky in, like, one part that I was walking around with. But otherwise, immediately just, like, incredible, environmental design, beautiful, beautiful variety. A little bit fantastic, but just a little bit to make the world just seem just larger than life. And then just the camera work, the lighting, just like incredible on that front, like amazing. I can't laud the visuals of this game too much. Music also, they didn't decide to do like weird butt rock or anything. They went for, classical Japanese music, so it's as period accurate as it can be. I don't know, some Faria Faraji type might be able to tell me how this actually isn't authentic, but, going for that classic old-timey sound, whatever, you know what I mean. So music and, visuals, just incredible, absolutely gorgeous, drop-dead gorgeous. This has been one of my favorite virtual vacations I've ever taken, though the other tourists on this island were a bit of a problem, but I gotta go back one more time and rag on the facial expressions a little bit. I don't know, it's just... I know they're also like stoic samurai characters, but they look really expressionless at times, the characters. Something's just like... There's better... The tech is better in other contemporary games. Now, again, for some reason, when it really mattered, they got it good, though. Like, whenever, people really need to show emotions on their face, they managed it. They did it just fine. It's all good. But, yeah, something just... I gotta ding the presentation on that front just a little bit. Something's just off with the faces. Somewhat. I don't know. I just gotta. But yeah, apart from that, beautiful game. Really cool, engaging gameplay in the combat side. Love that it makes you do so much different ninja techniques. Really makes you mix up your stuff. Very, very gripping story. Lovely little Jidaigeki adventure. Yeah. I'm so happy that this came on PC, finally. It was worth the wait, for yours truly. Let's wrap up with our favorites. My favorite protagonist. I don't know. Because this one's got a lot of good protagonists. Norio, I'm sorry, I can't nominate it, and Kenji's too much of a silly billy. I just can't nominate them. But it really comes down to Yuna, Masako, Ishikawa. And I was kind of ripping on Masako earlier about how, how she had a little one note with that, my family is dead. But she had a really, really rough storyline, and it's cool to see also a family matriarch being put in this kind of role. It's not the kind of character who gets put in this kind of vengeance story. So that was also really freaking interesting, just from that angle, that it's the mother of the family having to, seek vengeance, seek, closure. And, her denial of closure there at the end, Speaking of, man, that's something that I wish was at the end. I wish everybody had shown up one last time once we beat Koten Khan. Whoa! Whoa! Morning up here, so beautiful. Wow! Magical. Wow. Okay, right, sorry. Yeah, actually, that's something I'm a little sad, actually. You know, we had everybody there for that big opening fight on the charge on Izumi Village. I wish they'd all shown up just to, like, you know... They kind of showed up as their objects here at the end of the game, you know, reminiscing, but just something of everybody coming together, getting, like, one last line and goodbyes. It was just Yuna who saved us when we jumped off the boat, and that's fine, too, because she's been so central to the plot, but... I wish everybody was there. But yeah, Masako, very compelling, very interesting, like, ending to her storyline. She goes through the ringer, and, like, it doesn't end in a super satisfying way. Although, having her sister kill herself like that that's so rough, and you could see on her face that it's not even, like, satisfying to give her that ending. Goddamn, the sunrise over the rocks of Jogaku. Are you kidding me in this game? Speaking of just beautiful... Man, I'm so glad I came back to this area and did this real quick, like, this climb, this mission. Side quests were also really pretty satisfying. Even the, like, really simple ones ultimately had some, interesting, fun stuff going on, so I can't fault the side quests. I'd say in the sort of fare you get in side quests in these big production games, these are cut above the rest, I would say. I'm happy. Where do you get those emotes? Yeah, sorry, I'm bowing to the rising sun. Feels good, So I feel like sun should be coming up over there. That's north, I'm pretty sure. No, it's east. My bad. Never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll give the best protagonist number to Masako. The best antagonist... Tomoe and Ryuzo are in the running, because Tomoe was such a good foil, and her storyline was super interesting. Like, it was either Mishikawa or Masako for the best protagonist, because they had such compelling stories, but I feel like Tomoe was the more compelling part of Ishikawa's story. Although Ishikawa's final decision and how ambiguous it was as to why he didn't kill Tomoe, super interesting too, I can't deny that, so... but Tomoe, like, she was just a bag of mystery, so I really loved her. What I really love about Ryuzo was that he also just had, like, a really rocky, like, story that also just kind of... There was, no happy ending for him, and it just had to go down the way it did for him. By the way, something that I really love, that I only realized afterwards, like... The amazing, like, reversal of positions between the first fight against Ryuzo and the second fight against Ryuzo. So in the first fight against Ryuzo, at the ending, Jin offers Ryuzo, like, amnesty. He's like, pick up your sword, let's go fight Koten Khan, we'll pretend this didn't happen. And it's Ryuzo who is like, nope, I'm too far gone, I can't do this. And then, instead, when we have his second encounter, now it's Ryuzo who's like, yo, just say them that I was a double agent, they'll spare me, we can fix this, we can pretend this didn't happen. And now it's Jin. Jin is like, he's too far gone. He's lost too much. He's just been too burned by the events. He's just like, no, that's not happening, bro. That's out of the cards now. Yeah. So that juxtaposition is why I'm, like, teetering on saying that Ryuzo's storyline is fascinating. Also, that scene of, like, when he has to, like, start lighting the, like... peasants outside Castle Shimura on fire, and he's the one who's screaming, like, for the love of God, don't make me do this, just open the gates. You can just feel his, like, oh my God, I made the wrong choice in signing up with this crew. It's just very compelling, so, I don't know. It's a really hard choice between these two antagonists. I've kind of spoken myself into being in Team Ryuzo for best antagonist, so I'm gonna go with that now. Best boss fight. I don't know, it's a weird answer, but I appreciate that Lord Shimura was that easy as a final boss. Kind of was just a nice wrap-up after after everything, and a really grueling final, like, ride here. It's fun that the final mission was grueling emotionally, but as a duel wasn't really much of anything, so yeah, it's kind of weird for me to be like, yeah, the easy fight. And also it feels like I'm being a bit of a shitlord and being like, yeah, the fight that I handled very easily, I'm gonna say that's the best boss fight, versus all the really tough fights. No, like, first Ryuzo fight was really satisfying, and I really loved learning that, and, like, that felt like a great culmination of what the game had been doing up to that point. So, like, I'm not saying that the tough fights sucked. I'm not being salty. Much. Sometimes I was, of course, salty, I'll admit. But something about the Shimura thing just came really perfectly together, so I think I have to give that the best boss fight title. Funniest moment. Well, there were funny moments, but I should keep a better track of the funny moments when I laugh at a game. Because, like, I don't know, like, I keep forgetting about them when I get to the end of the game. I've done this in several finales now, and I'm a little embarrassed. Let's think. What was the funniest moment? I don't know. It's gotta be something with Kenji. Kenji brought levity that definitely the game needed. That's why I don't hate Kenji either. He can't be my favorite protagonist because he was such a small part, but he was a crucial part of the puzzle. He was a silly bully, so some of his antics... I think the second time we met him... the second mission we did for him was in that swamp, where he had, like, swindled the Straw Hats and the Mongols, and they all come running in there like, "Where's our grain, dude?" That was such a doofy mess that I kind of enjoyed that. So I think that's the funniest part of the game, is just like, how bad of a trouble have you gotten yourself in, Kenji, you silly man? So that's kind of my favorite. Yeah. Well, guys, it's been a long time that I feel this kind of empty calling it. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but, like, in the past, when I was younger, I would, if I beat a really long and really gripping game, I would be kind of a bit of melancholy, a bit of just, like, emptiness would take me at the point where it was time to say goodbye. Like, it had become a part of me, that game, and, like, I had to, like, say goodbye, and it feels like I'm, like, it feels like something is leaving me. I haven't felt that in a long while. It's just something when I, grow older and I get more, games, I've seen a lot of games, so I don't get hit by that as much. Maybe the last one was Hollow Knight, which was such an incredible experience that, and also took a long time, so that when I finally beat the final boss in that, I think I really did feel a little bit something there, when that wrapped up. Hollow Knight, yeah. I didn't feel it for Trails in the Sky first chapter, and I didn't feel it for Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I knew that those were part ones in a longer series. So I'm sure when I wrap up the Trails in the Sky series, and I wrap up Final Fantasy VII, the Remake series, I'll be hit by those feelings again. Like, probably even harder than now. But right now, Tsushima was an adventure. Like, I'm not kidding that this was really lovely just being a tourist on this, like, fantasy Japan land. Like, the sights and sounds are gonna, like, stick with me for a while. And, like, stuff like Yuriko will stick with me. Speaking of favorite protagonist, I don't think I can nominate Yuriko. Again, she was a small part. She was huge, though. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for, like, getting so emotional back then. I don't know. There are a lot of elderly ladies in my life, right? That sounds weird. Sorry. I have friends and family who also happen to be women who are quite a bit ahead in age, and a lot of them have been a huge part of my life, So I think something about that resonated with me in a really huge way that's actually kind of making me choke up even now that I'm thinking about it. So I won't dwell on it too much, but, if I just have to explain why I got, like, really weirdly sentimental with that scene, then I hope that like clears the scales for me a little bit, because I think this might someday, that might get a little bit too real for me, the things we had there with Yuriko there, Okay? Yeah. Sorry. So my point was, this game's gonna stick with me for a while, and I'm sad. I'm a little like, God damn it, but I'm also like, man, good to feel this again after a while. Let's wrap this up, you guys. Here it is. Here we are on the top of Tsushima. There it is. We can see to Castle Tsushima, Castle Shimura a little bit over there, and beyond there is the southern parts. Oh, that's a weird flicker there. You saw that weird flicker. Yeah. I hope this burns into your mind as well as it's burning into mine, everybody, because this was a treat. This particularly, yeah. I cannot rip on this open world because this open world just was something special. And it's over now. Thanks so much for joining me. Next time we're going to do something a little bit lighter next week. I'll just say we're going back to a Metroidvania. I haven't played one of those in a while, and it should be a short one, so I need a palate cleanser quick short game before I pick up yet another series, maybe, that I haven't played in a while. There's going to be 3 series running that are like long runners for me, if I do that. We'll see. But first, easy, nice Metroidvania fare. Well, maybe not easy. We'll see how it goes. Oh, white out as we close off. Okay, that's my cue. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Sayonara.